Samuel was ready for the real driving test. At around 4:37 p.m., his father drove him to a driving testing center. Samuel said to him, "I will see you," or maybe Woodman told him, "Shut up, Samuel. Do it or never drive again." Samuel written a test on paper. The paper was later on sent to the company. He scored a successful score, although he didn't have a 100% score. Samuel later on got onto a car, with a person inside telling him what to do with the car safely. Samuel did successful actions such as turning the wheel inside the car left or right safely, knowing to wear a buckle, etc. However, Samuel had to do one thing, the airbag test. It would involve crashing the car and letting the airbag save his life. Samuel safely got onto the road, which was again, a test road. However, a real tree was put onto the scene, and so when he drove too fast and turned his testing car right, he crashed into it, and so the airbag inflated and caused Samuel to be thrown to the back, while the advisor was thrown against the seat, seriously injuring his back. Samuel survived the scene, but not only did the company knew they bought a real tree, but they also bought an expensive car that had speeds up to 250 miles per hour. As a result, the advisor passed away in the hospital, but Samuel did jump out of the car okay, and so he covered his ears while the car exploded. So, not only was it Samuel's fault, but it was also the company's fault for buying things that were not supposed to be in the driving test scene. Woodman felt really bad for Samuel, as the company thinked it was Samuel's fault for crashing the tree, but Woodman later sued the driving test company because of the incident. He did tell Samuel that failure can lead to success later. Woodman later found out that a person, who turned out to be an advisor, died in the hospital due to the broken back being too much for the doctors to save. Samuel realized that he knew the company tricked him into thinking that he was driving a 100 miles per hour car, but in reality, it was a car that can be much faster than usual. This all resulted in the failure of Samuel's driving test, but Woodman was never mad, but disappointed. While Woodman would find out the company did do bad things, it was all discovered via a hidden file secretly sent to him. Incidents like these happened before, so the company would eventually close the following month. Woodman, "Do you feel the company would be closing in just some time?" said Samuel. "Yeah," said Woodman. "Gosh, I literally knew the company was lying to us. That was so bad rude for the company to do. Now that I can't drive for now, we should have just moved. Give me the next charm," said Samuel. Woodman later found another hidden file revealed the company's CEO was Brooklyn S. Combs' close friend, James E. May. He was born in Iraq, and wanted revenge for Brooklyn S. Combs' arrest, so he murdered the former CEO, and took over on October 2021, just a month after the murder. On November 3 of 2021, James E. May was found guilty of murder, so he was given a death sentence. "No. I knew killing someone and sending secret files caused my truth to be revealed. I am so sorry, Woodman and Samuel," said James E. "We had no more of you. Get out of our society," said the angry Samuel. Shortly before 5:06 p.m., Samuel went back home, and sent an email to the company on whatever there would be a new CEO. The company responded to him later on that there would be no more of the company, which eventually resulted in Samuel having to find a different driving test company to call, as there was no more driving test companies in the city.